as Human Rights Ambassador for Philippines. And of course, we have duties and responsibilities when you accept this kind of recognition. So, of course, you have advocacy for human rights. And part of my organization, Mrs. Universe Official. And I just want to say hello to Miss Mary Rose Salubre and Brian Cartwright for, of course, thank you so much for the support of my organization, Mrs. Universe Organization. And of course, Megastar Production, Tito Ovette and Prince and the rest of the staff of Megastar Production. So having this kind of recognition is actually a big responsibility. So we have advocacies that we need to implement, especially it's a broad topic when you say human rights. So of course, just being the voice of every person that needs support or need help. They don't know about their rights, right? So we need to educate them and tell them what are their rights as individual. Yes.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Tita Mel.
No, me.
Very nice. Excuse me. Hi, Christine. Congratulations.
Hi.
Okay. Aside from Mrs. Universe Official, you will be working with government agencies, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how would you like to start your new task as ambassador of human rights?
Okay. Since I'm also, I'm currently working with government projects in government institution or government agencies. And I'm also the president of League of Empowered Association of the Philippines, which to empower women and children about their rights for women empowerment, especially when it's like tied up with human rights organization, because as we know, human rights is all about protecting the rights of each individual. It's actually right to vote, of course, right, freedom to speech, and freedom as an individual. And I would link that in a government agencies or government institution where I am right now, because there are some government agencies that that's one of my advocacy actually, just to educate those government employees about their rights as an individual. And all as we know, some of them are not, they don't know what their rights, right? So part of it, I would like to educate them, and I think I would go to that's part of my advocacy as well, to actually go to every agency that I'm affiliated with, to do the orientation about human rights as well.
So now, of course, we all know that you are a mother, a businesswoman, a beauty queen, and now a human rights ambassador. So, paano mo i-divide or i-manage ang time mo? Nadagdagan na naman ang iyong responsibility.
Thank you for that question, Tita. A lot of people was asking me that kind of questions as well. Well, it's actually a time of time management. Kasi if you have like time management, you can balance everything. Like I have business, I have kids, I have a lot of things to do, right? But of course, it's a matter of time management and putting the right people in every situation or in every business that I have.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell us more about it.
Every July is the Human Rights Convention.
So you're
that's,
going to
worldwide delegates are arriving.
Alright, thank you. That's it.
Yes.
So confirm yun confirm yun sa New York.
July 4.
Oo nga. So do you have, of course, you're given a chance to address a speech or about human rights. So what will you, what is all about your speech?
My speech attorney, can you help me? Of course, just to address, if I could give a chance to address the human rights speech, I would actually do the extrajudicial killing speech, since that was the previous issue of the Philippines. Up until now, it wasn't resolved yet. So I think that's my main topic, the extrajudicial killing. I think it's a broad one, but I would love that topic. Yeah.
Medyo ano yun
Yeah, medyo. Yeah, I know. Medyo may ingat
Human
pa.
rights, yeah.
Queen Christine, as a human rights ambassador, what can we expect from you, and what's your plan?
Oh, that's a very good question. Well, yeah. So first, I put my plans here, so everything will be. Yeah, first, of course, I would love to research more about human rights issues in the Philippines, because right now in the Philippines, there's a lot of human rights issues that is not really resolved yet. Since we are being protected with, supported with the UN Organization for Human Rights and with the US organizations as well. So we have all the strength to actually resolve, I mean, not really, but at least we tried our best to resolve those human rights issues. So now, second, I would actually go to, we would love to link with some of the other organizations in the Philippines that would also aim to fight for human rights. And of course, we will educate and being a voice of those indigenous people that like what I said a while ago. So part of our charities, we will go to mountains, we will go to the, areas like rural areas. So part of that, part of my advocacy as human rights ambassador, we will educate and tell them about the human rights. And I think we could do some orientation about what's going on in the world. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you so
congratulations.
As for me po, parang nagka-refer ko lang kung sino po yung nagbigay ng may Human Rights Ambassador kay Miss Christine, and then kung bakit po siya yung pinili niyo.
Si Christine kasi is one of the most supportive queens of Mrs. Universe official, and nakitaan siya ni Mary Rose na kahit wala siyang hawak na katungkulan, but marami siyang ginagawang mga pagtulong or charity event. So parang naisip ni Mary Rose na bigyan siya ng i-appoint siya at Human Rights Ambassador for Philippines, since kumbaga nasa puso niya yung pagtulong eh. And since Mrs. Universe official is affiliated with Human Rights in New York, so siya yung sa Philippines. Marami kasi per country may mga naka-appointed na Human Rights Ambassador.
Ilang years po yung kanyang
Reign.
ang title? Ilang years or for this year lang
Open naman.
Open.
So siguro in the future mag-award pa ulit si Mary Rose ng Human Rights Ambassador.
Of course, Mother Ovette. Another question. Mrs. Universe official, kasi ang advocacy nyo talaga is human rights. So, ano pa yung kaibahan nung nanalo ng Mrs. Universe, which is, the advocacy nga is human rights also. And then, we have here Miss Christine as Mrs. Universe official, as human rights ambassador naman. So, ano bang, can you tell us more?
Actually, nakapokus sila sa nakikita ko lang naman kasi based do sa mga posting nila, parang ang human rights focusing lang ng
Winner po.
the other Mrs. Universe is parang sa discrimination lang sila eh. Yung Mrs. Universe official kasi officially affiliated talaga sa Human Rights Office sa New York. Magkaiba yun, sila hindi sila affiliated eh.
Yeah, but the
But
winner,
they use the human rights advocacy there.
but the winners of Mrs. Universe official nga po, the advocacy nga po is human rights. So, ano po yung difference nung as ambassador siya as human rights, and then yung winner naman, anong
Hindi, yung human rights ambassador kasi, like for Philippines, siya yung spokesperson.
sa Philippines.
So, sa Philippines lang. So anything or anyone who wants to ask help, si Christine yung pwedeng maging spokesperson para paratingin sa pinakamataas kung ano yung gusto niya ipaglaban about human rights niya. Kasi ang human rights kasi may 30 article eh. So one of which is yung like sa media, freedom of expression. Included din sa human rights article, part nung 30 is yung sa LGBT, equal rights. And pati yung mga PDL, kasama doon sa 30 articles ng human rights, which isa sa mga ginagawa ng Mrs. Universe official. Last December, hanggang this January, nakapag-donate kami doon sa BJMP Lipa ng malaking amount, kaya nakapagpalabas kami ng 8 PDL. Because marami pala sa mga BJMP sa buong Pilipinas na para bang overdue na pero hindi sila makalabas because wala silang pera pang-process ng document. Hindi pala porke tapos na yung term mo lalabas ka na ng pintuan nila. May processing pa pala yon. Wala sila mga pera. So yun yung ginawa nung Mrs. Universe Official Organization. Yung mga beauty queens namin, bumili ng mga paintings nila. So kung ano yung mga perang na likom doon sa mga binili ng mga beauty queens namin, yun yung ginamit pang process. Kaya nakapagpalabas kami ng 8 PDL.
Are the reigning title holders will also fly in New York?
Some of them are flying to
So parang
New York.
magkaka-same lang din ng ng advocacy, ng task.
Actually, lahat naman ng advocacy ng lahat ng pageant nakakatulong. Halos magkakapareho Depende lang kung paano mo siya i-implement. Kasi lahat naman ng pageant, may advocacy yan Empowerment, human rights.
In fairness, clear yung advocacy ni Ma'am kasi talagang human rights yung ambassador, no?